Okay, welcome to a Vinyasa Strong. This is not going to be a class of speed. It's going to be about a lot of organized strength. That's it, organized strength. And that's all that handstand is. So welcome to your handstand practice. You don't even have to have a handstand practice to be able to do this class. It's just a nice little cherry on top if you maybe even get a little taste of your one day possible handstand. So as you come here on your backs, go ahead and bend your knees. Bend your knees, stabilize through your feet, stabilize through your shoulders, and just create some space for you to breathe more freely in. So actually, just laying here and just a tiny gentle press of your shoulders down, you're actually activating your back muscles. That's it. Activating your back muscles by pressing your shoulders down, opening up your chest. You need incredible back strength and forward, right? Frontal plane of motion strength as well, to be able to use this yoga practice to help you to find some even a little bit more stored energy than you think that you have. From here, I'd like you to lift up your heels off of the ground, just a tiny bit, like as small amount as you can, and then place them back down on the ground. And then do that again. Lift up your heels just a tiny bit. And now organize your stomach by pulling your navel in towards your spine. And notice the connection by the navel into your spine, and then maybe a little shaking at the abdomen. Lower the heels down. Okay, now grab the block, please, that's next to you. Place it between your thighs. Good. Okay, we're going to keep playing here with the squeezing of the inner thighs and the lifting. So go ahead, bring your hands down again if they moved. Shoulders down, activate your back, navel in, activate your core, heels, tiny bit of a lift. Notice how your back flattens. Now find that relationship between your inner thighs and lower belly. Keep the heels lifted, lift the arms over your head and to a hover. So your arms are straight behind you, hands are at a hover, but then lower the shoulders so you don't feel so tense and keep the lower belly active. Good, bring the hands down, bring the heels down, take a break. Okay, we're gonna lift in one big motion now. So the heels micro lift up, the core is active, the arms over your head and floating. So go ahead, lift up, hold. Feel this posture. It's almost like chair pose. I want you to remember that. We're gonna be doing lots of chair poses today because chair pose is just another way to get into handstand. Heels down, hands down, relax. Okay, now place the block in between your hands instead of your thighs. You know the activation of the thighs now because we've just practiced it. And so we're going to find the activation of the arms. So let's go ahead and place the block between the hands to the skinny side. Squeeze the block, but not like you're going to make pizza with it. Lift it over your head. Squeeze, hover. Okay, then lift up the heels. Imagine you're squeezing the block between your thighs and just feel that chair pose or the beginning stages of handstand. Good. And then heels down, block back down. Okay, we're gonna lift everything up. Here we go, heels up, hands behind you, squeeze. Activate lower belly, inner thighs, toes flexed. Good, everything down. Last one, arms up, feet up. Just feel this, close your eyes. Imagine you can see all those little muscles and try to make yourself shake. Try to make yourself shake while holding this little posture so that you're activating all of these little muscles so much that you would feel the same shape coming up into handstand. Awesome. Okay, hands down, feet down. Send the block over to the side. Get rid of it for a second. We're going to use it again though. Okay, we're going to bring the knees in towards the chest, wrap the hands around the shins, roll all the way up to seated. Okay, now we're going to come into seated heels up. So let me fix my pants. I don't think anybody wants to see that. Okay, so we're gonna bring our heels up, sit up tall, hands can be on the floor to start. And then think of crow pose or bakasana. So bring your knees towards your armpit. Imagine you're doing crow pose, but you're on butt, good. And then I want you to extend out for a boat. And then come right back in, bakasana or crow. They are two different ones, but you know, boat-ish. And then bring it in one more time. Really feel that spine lengthen here. Squeeze the knees together, it's hard. There you go, you got it, Kara. Okay, and then low boat, low boat, low boat, low boat, hover, just like we did before, but now the legs are extended, and then V up all the way. Good, two more, all the way down, low boat, and then V up. I want the inside shaking. And then all the way down, low boat, and V up. Good, cross your legs, right shin in the front. Hands down into the front and just release the lower back. Walk your hands all the way up. Bring the left ankle in front of the right ankle. Forward fold, release out the lower back. All right, cool. Walk your hands in, shift back, downward dog. Grab your block. Put it between your thighs. So we're back in the block, but using downward dog now. So now we've kind of just remembered how to fire up the inner thighs, the core, the arms. So in downward dog here, bend your knees a lot while squeezing the block. And if you can see yourself in the camera, that might actually help you to see if your back is straight, if I'm seeing just the back of your head. So feel that, dial out your hands, feel that action. And then I want you to lift up the heels so that the block maybe even comes to the belly. Yep, and then heels come back down. And then block to the belly, really squat into it, and then heels right back down. Now squat one more time, block to the belly, look forward, and make me 2 jumps to the top of the mat. So hop, and then maybe another hop, and really feel that core activate. Okay, we're gonna do 2 hops back. So hands plant down, shoulders over wrists, if your wrist can bear it. Hike down through the legs, squeeze the block, squeeze the back muscles in, hop back, hop back, downward dog. Good, get rid of the block for a while. You're back in downward dog. Okay, lift up the right leg. Now notice how the weight transitions into one hand more than the other. Okay, equalize the weight in the hands, the handstand. So one leg is up when you're coming up into a handstand hopping, but you still have to find that equalization in the hands, okay? Bend the left knee, switch legs in the sky. Shake. Right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Again, find that equalization in the hands. Belly strong, get into your body, forget about the day. Good. Now you're gonna keep the left leg straight, bend the right leg, come back to the original side. Shake. Good, strong legs. Okay, look forward in between your hands, place the right foot gently in between, lower the left knee, lift up the arms, low lunge. Good, exhale, bring it down, step forward. We're gonna keep warming up now. Inhale, halfway lift for the spine access, and then fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Find your length through your ribs. Oh, hello world. Exhale, right back down. Inhale, halfway lift. We're gonna stick with the same side. Step back with the left leg. Left knee lowers down again. Inhale, low lunge or Anjasana. And then bring it right back down. Good. Step back, plank pose. Organize your body. Don't rush your first plank to chaturanga. Decide if you want to shift your weight forward or backward. And then lower down smoothly all the way to the floor. Squeeze the knees, or not the knees, elbows together. Inhale, lift the chest just a little bit. Don't get excited yet. And then downward dog you go. Through knees bent, and then up, or you can go straight through if your back is ready to go. Left leg's going up to the sky. Find that equal weight in the hands. So we tend to go left hand, right foot really strong, and then the left foot and the right hand are just kind of like hanging out. Make them just as working here, or make them just as working, that's proper English. Make them equally stable. Hop, switch in the sky by bending the right leg only. Then the right leg straight, left knee is bent. Original side lands back up. Switch in the sky. Equalize your arm weight. Good. Okay, we're getting strong. Look forward. Left foot in between your hands. Right knee comes down. Yep. Low lunge. Anjasana. Keep warming up. Getting those hips mobile. Belly's in this whole time. Forward fold. Step forward. Find the length in your spine. Going right back down to the right leg, stepping back. Right knee to the floor. Inhale, low lunge again. Plank for the second time. Again, take your time. Organize. Chaturanga, yogi push-up. Keep your hips really active. Inhale for maybe a little higher cobra. Yep, and then downward dog for 3 breaths. Imagine you have the block in between your thighs. Imagine you're looking for that activation. Not imagine, actually find the activation of the core. Although downward dog doesn't always require such an intense activation, but then it requires that same activation in the upper back by kind of setting your shoulders back a little bit and widening out. Good. Bend both your knees. Lift up your heels really high. Yep. 2 hops to the top of the mat. So we'll baby hop, and then a really big hop. There's your core. Halfway lift. forward fold. This is gonna be our first chair pose. Hips low, hips active, chest up, chair pose. Really strong chair pose. So I don't want to worry about the pelvic too much for the class purpose here. I just want you to focus on the shape of your knees with your hips and your stomach in line. Okay, nice and strong. Good. Forward fold, come right back down, halfway lift. We're gonna step it back with the left leg all the way, crescent lunge. So make it a big stride and then pause again, organize. Fire up the leg, super strong left leg. Inhale, lift the arms up. Feel your left leg just as strong as the right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, maybe an even bigger or stronger back bend here to stretch the chest. And then downward dog, any manner you want to get there to really feel the legs beginning to activate more. Here we go again. We're going to bend our knees a lot. We're going to lift our heels high. I want 2 hops. You should notice by the second hop here, actually it's our third hopping time, your core really has to activate to get your hips up and over the shoulders to come in between the hands. It's a really high lift. Halfway rise, forward fold. Okay, all the way up, mountain pose, standing upright. Stretch out your hip flexors. Maybe add a little back bend in the top. Belly strong, fold right back down, pour over the legs. Chin is in. Good, inhale, lengthen. Crescent lunge, right leg steps back. Big stride here. Long back. Press and ground down through the left foot to lift the arms up for that crescent. Feel strong. Let your shoulders come down more than you think that they should so that you can work on this length in the side body. Good. Arms down for your chaturanga. Knees can come down at any time if you want to conserve energy so that you really can save it for handstand. By all means, it's your practice. Make your way back, downward dog. Okay, we're going to flip-flop in the sky again. Flip-flop isn't the right word, but it's going to be a switch hop. So right leg to the sky. Good. Right leg stays straight, left knee bends. Switch in the sky. Good. Try to get your weight shifted a little bit more forward this time. Come back to the original side. Left leg strong, right knee bent. Switch hop. Maybe let a little bit more height there. Right foot in between your hands. Left heel down. Right hip towards the left heel. Press down through the feet to lift up the chest, warrior 1. So feel your arms really lift and broaden through your shoulders. Feel the deep front line of your thighs working hard. Can you lower your right hip anymore? Can you pull the ribs anymore? Can you activate the upper body to feel like you're doing a handstand? Good, then we're bringing the hands down and just step forward this time. Big powerful motion up, inhale, and then forward fold down. Okay, find that shape of chair pose. Ground down through the legs to lift the chest up. Strong back here, strong core, all right? Press through the heels, take another inhale. We're gonna go right back down, forward fold down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Stepping back, really right leg a lot. Right heel down. Hips kind of come a little more forward. Warrior 1. Again, drop the front thigh. Yeah, drop the front thigh. Broaden through your shoulders. Lifting up a little bit more maybe. Finding some breath. Maybe you can even look up at the thumbs. Maybe you can hug the arms in more. Where can you activate to create more strength or a little bit more awareness in the body? Hands down. We're going to step backward this time. Plank. And then right to downward dog. Save some energy. Take 3 breaths, please, in downward dog. Just take time to organize again. And I want you to feel if you're getting excitement around this handstand practice, or it's the opposite of excitement, maybe it's adversity to it. So kind of just see where it's settling here, or what is settling here. Okay, we're gonna lift the left leg this time to start to the sky. Left leg. Okay, we're gonna bend through the right knee. Switch in the sky, looking for that moment, well, I forgot to switch, or pause of taking flight. And now we've got the right leg up. Okay, we're gonna step the right foot in between your hands. So come high up to the right fingertips. Okay, we're gonna lift all the way up, crescent. Left heel stays high. Bring the right hip lower, left heel comes down, warrior 1. Good. Open the arms wide, give yourself a stretch. Squeeze the bones of your back together. So the chest, the arms are all stretching through the deep front line here. Then come right back, left heel up, crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your hips. Get strong through the left leg, means straight. Imagine doing handstand in warrior three, by keeping this right leg the only leg that bounces. We want the left leg to stay, I hate to say the word stiff, but let's say activated. Lift it up. Left leg activated. Lower right knee down again, right hip down, crescent. Good, we're gonna do that 2 more times. Big handstand. Right knee is your bending, your lifting leg, okay? If you wanna add the arms, by all means, go for it. So right knee only. Good, and then stiff, lower down. This is not a classical pose, we're doing it totally different. Lift the right, yes. Right back down, crescent. Hands to the floor. Plank to chaturanga, determine your energy, how much you want to expend or maybe save. And then downward dog. 3 breaths, downward dog. Send your hips back. Imagine you have that block between your inner thighs to remind you to access your lower abdominal wall. Good. It's like this little gem. All right. We're going to lead with the right leg in the sky this time so that we land on the left, right? So right leg's nice and straight. Stiffen it. Left knee bends. Switch in the sky. Left leg's up there now. Good. Look between your hands. Step the left foot forward. Okay, we're going up crescent lunge. Good. Right leg is strong. Right heel is down. Now warrior one. Open up the arms, warrior two, but we want deep front line stretch. So the palms face the same direction as, well, your quadriceps. So just take a second to stretch it out. Okay, then we're gonna come right back, strong legs, crescent lunge, right heel pivots, hips pivot forward. Okay, hands to the hips. Feel the activation of the right leg. Stay strong and organized. Use the left glute. Your left glute's what's gonna keep you upright in headstand or handstand. Warrior three. I did not do that right. You guys I'm sure did. I just did not. Come right back down. Right leg stiff. Let's go. You can do the arms out. Don't forget that's your addition. I would like the left leg to do it. Only the left leg. Come right back down. Last one. Left leg only. Roar. Feel how strong you can be. Then we go back to that crescent. It's harder, isn't it, you guys? Hands to the floor. Chaturanga. Or not. You can just go to downward dog. Just make everything count. Everything you do matters. All of it leading up to your handstand. And then take a few breaths again. Good. Okay, we've got one more wide thing to do before we start getting to the wall. Okay. So we're gonna lead with the left leg so the right leg will be in the sky. So lift the left leg up to the sky. Activate your arms. Press into your hands. Squeeze in your core. Remember that work we did at the beginning of the class where the arms and the legs active kind of created this really strong lower belly? That's what we're looking for. Okay, bend the right knee, switch in the sky, find some air. Landing on the left foot. Left knee is bent now. Good. Okay, we're going to step the right foot in between your hands. We're going to bring the right hand inside the right foot. Bring the left heel down. And then walk it over to the left leg, to the back leg. Lift the right toes up. I hate that you have to look in my rear end, but Skandasana. Okay. And then play with your leg strength. Play with your pelvic coming forward. Most advanced is going to be arms all the way up. Really keeping your rear end strong. Holding. Good, and then both legs straight. Use the left leg. Forward fold, hands to the floor, just under the shoulders, nothing crazy. Inhale for length. And then exhale just to bring it down just for a moment here. Just stretch it. And then press into the hands again. Walk the hands to the front of the mat. Right leg back up to the sky. Good. Belly strong. Okay, left knee bends. Lift the keep the right leg strong. Switch in the sky. Now the left leg is up. Good. Look between your hands. Left foot lands in between them. Stay low. Get strong through your back. Walk your left hand inside your left foot. Right foot comes sideways. Skandasana to the back of your mat. So you can stay here. Just activate your thighs. Don't dump into your bones. You don't want overstretching. You want over activation, if anything. Decide where you want to go in your Skandasana. Maybe all the way up, right? See where you are. Good. Find some breath. Both legs straight. Forward fold. Let go. Hands under shoulders. Inhale, we lengthen. And then head to the floor if that's in your practice. And just stretch it out. Good. Inhale, press into the hands. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Last vinyasa. So work on all of these activations we've been playing with the block. Lower down. Maybe it's an up dog now. Squeeze the shoulders back, just like you did on that laying down pose. Downward dog. Good. Okay, we're gonna do 2 hops to the front of the mat, so look forward. Nice low hips, heels high, hop, floating hop to the top. Chair pose, last chair pose-ish. Mountain pose, release. Okay, find your wall. And you're gonna go 6 inches from the wall. So bring your cameras with you. I'm gonna make it work. I think I'm gonna go to, I'll go here. I'm not too scared. So we're gonna go 6 inches from the wall, and we're gonna start doing it the traditional way we learned to do handstand. And then we're gonna borrow something from Ashtanga, which has been proven to me to be super helpful, which is gonna really depend on your body type. So you're probably going to lean to one more than the other. So let's start with traditional. I don't wanna say traditional, but more the hop, the way of doing handstand. So you're gonna do your same thing you did with the jump switch in the sky. So hands 6 inches from the baseboard. And then come into downward dog. Come into downward dog. Yep. And I'm gonna kind of activate or watch you guys. I wanna, yeah, okay. And then from your downward dog, I want you to do like one of those hops forward. So just hop up, one jump. Yep, like chair pose. There you go, Kara. And then lift up your right leg. Let's do the right leg first. So we're like in this half downward dog. Right leg is up. Make it strong. Activate your core. Pretend there's a block between your triceps and your inner thighs. Good. And then that nice and strong. Your right heel is more than likely going to touch the wall just for a moment. The left heel is going to touch your left booty. Okay? So let's try it. Shake. And then come right back down. Right leg is up. Do it a couple times. So right leg to the wall. Left heel to the booty. And then right back down. And then maybe this time, if you want to go straight up both legs, try it. Let's see how we're doing. So you're looking forward. There you go. All right. So you see how naturally we all make that, that dump in the low back. We're going to try to do it without doing that low back dump. So with the legs on the wall, if you've got them there, flex your toes towards your shins and stay there. I'll show you again. So I'll go over here. Do I even need a wall? I don't know. I've been doing handstands like all day to make sure I had it. So I'm feeling pretty darn confident, but you never know. So 6 inches, downward dog, right? Hop halfway forward. I did right leg up, left knee bent. Okay, I'm gonna find the top here. Maybe, hold on. Ah! All right, there we go. So flex your toes, squeeze your inner thighs, look down, and see if that helps you to find that midline by squeezing the legs together like hell. I'm even tempted, no, I'm not tempted, not yet. Oh, Jackie like ran into a handstand. There's a gymnast. Just don't break the glass. Nice, Kara. Holy sugar balls. All right, you found that perfect alignment. To hold that handstand for that millisecond requires perfect, beautiful midline alignment. Okay, legs down, take a break, maybe a child's pose. We're gonna lead with the left leg now. So, and then we're gonna do it the Ashtanga way, which is really fun. Okay, so same stuff. So downward dog, halfway forward. Okay, we're gonna do, I think left leg to the sky this time, right knee is bent, eyes are forward. Find all those activation cues, press into your hands, belly in, and then you fly. Until you find your place. Grip, grip, grip the ground. Just play, nothing crazy. So, oh, nice. So Jack, I like it. You're going too fast. Slow down, girlfriend. Why are you going so fast? You in a race today? Take a second to get your hips, forward over your shoulders. Good, Kara. Good. Kara's like a pro here. She'd be teaching us. Okay, so you've really got to go slow for this handstand to work. And don't fatigue yourself. We've got another way to do this too. So save a little bit of battery for me. Kara's a pro here. All right. If you need child's pose, take a pose. Unmute it, Kara, if you want to ask me something. Go for it. Oh, water. Okay. Wow, good, Jack. All right. So watch this one instead, and you're going to see when you're done playing. So Ashtangis do it. They don't introduce handstand until second series. They leave it out of primary series because they say you need to be able to back bend, because all the strength that's required to do a handstand is going to kind of slow down your back bends. And they say back bends are more important in yogis because it keeps the spine nice and supple. Handstands are so strong that it might limit that. So it's a pretty good reason why. But this is how the Ashtangis do it. So think about the chair pose. I'm actually going to do it away from the wall. So think at the very beginning of the class, and I said downward dog, knees in, think chair pose, right? Heels really high, and then shoo. That's how Ashtangis learn to do it. So it's upside down chair pose. So again, downward dog, heels up, knees bent, shoulders over wrists. Shoulder over wrist is an important cue. I don't know if I said that. Pretend your inner thighs have a block. Gaze forward, and then lift. And then you keep playing until the lift sends your legs all the way up. So try it that way. See which one you like better. So, yeah, come a little more forward, Kara. Knees bent, heels, that's too much, Kara. Yeah, knees bent a lot, heels really high, shoulders over hips, and then get your hips, shoulders over, wrists. And then get your hips up. And think of squatting upside down or upside down chair pose. Watch your head, Jack. Okay, but Jackie, I really think this way would be better for you. I really, really do. And maybe I'm crazy, but it forces you to make your hips go up. Instead of your legs being like the caboose, you want your hips to stay the person in charge. Does this make sense? It's pretty cool.
It makes total sense, but I'm not even close. I think
so much harder.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, the one leg propels you up. The two legs requires momentum. More core.
Okay. Yeah, it's all core.
You know how you just raised your legs? Like, I'm not even close to that. Like when you did that, I was like, oh man.
Okay, but this is like 3 days in a row of me playing with this like chair upside down thing. But I feel it's a much more controlled way, whereas you don't have to be very practiced to just kick your legs up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got some coffee in your body, the coffee will get you into an upside down handstand. But I don't care how much coffee you had, you can't have controlled activation of your core with both feet off at the same time. Yeah. So I think it's a different way of doing it. So anyway, those are the two ways. Now you get to pick the one you like the best. So first, child's pose. Take a break. Take a break, and I want you to come back to thinking why you like the other way better. So actually organize your chain of, thinking, your yogi brain, find your breath. And I didn't even mention breath. Bad teacher. The breath is crucial, crucial, crucial. Hatha world, the exhale lifts your legs up, which is the kicking way. Ashtanga, it's after the exhale is completely gone, and at the inhale, you lift up. So after you've chosen the one, pull the breath into your vision, see it happening. How does it feel? How does it look in your body? Come against the wall. Let's try again. So we play. So if you don't want the wall, by all means, go for it. So pick the one you like. I'm going to stick with the chair one. I'm obsessed. So since I'm doing that, I'll do both. It's downward dog, heels up, knees bent, shoulders over wrists, belly strong, gaze forward, hands activated, shoulders on and broad. Other way. Oh, very nice. Jackie, just keep going. You're getting scared. I hope you have a wall behind you and not glass. That might be part of it. And then once you're done playing, take a break, come down. So what did you learn? Anything different about this last time we just did it? Anything you want to share? Are we good? We're good. All right, cool. So come down to the mat, all the way down. And come onto your backs once again. Onto your back. Good, and then just bring your knees into your chest. And just feel the lower back really release. So sometimes when doing the kickstand version of headstand, your lower back really takes a beating because you're relying on the low back strength to lift all of the body weight because your core isn't activated enough. So this is a really nice way to kind of massage out the low back. Bring the heels back down to the floor. Bring the right ankle across the left quad. Just go through that nice number 4 stretch. Flex your toes. Okay, now we're gonna do something different. So think fire log pose, and then bring the left foot, which is kind of hanging out over here, towards the right knee. And just gentle pull of the left foot towards the right knee. And then you can even press, if your knees are okay, gentle, gentle press of the right thigh with the left hand towards the foot. Yep, and then see if you can keep it there without any activation, like your body doing fire log on your back. Okay, belly strong, back is getting massaged. Or I'm gonna ask you to try to use your strength in your belly to roll all the way up, forward fold over your fire log legs. And then we're gonna go all the way back down, fire log style, pull it in. Good. Roll all the way up. Elbows down in front of your fire log. Good. Okay, and then lift it up with your hands coming up to seated. Right hand outside right hip, left arm over, stretch it out. Both toes are flexed. If fire log, you think I'm crazy, just put the right shin in front of the left shin. Don't overcomplicate it. Cool. All right, left hand down. We're going all the way back, however you want to get there. Okay, left foot to the floor, right foot to the floor. Okay, switching sides now. Left ankle, feel that right hip. It feels like, oh, that's something new. Bring the left ankle to the right thigh, number 4. Hands can go behind the thigh, just get a nice release through your hips. I asked your hips to do a lot of work today, especially through those crescent lunges up to warrior 3 without using the back leg. All right, that was some new activation. Okay, now we're gonna bring the right foot, kind of swing it towards the left knee. You can grab the foot if you want, only if you don't have bad knees. Otherwise, there is no grabbing here. If you're okay, then maybe the right hand gently presses the left knee towards the foot. Okay, active belly, toes super flexed. Okay, staying here. Or now belly strong, roll all the way up. Fire log, elbows down onto the shin or in front of that left leg, forward fold. Good, only to go all the way back down, fire log on your back. Really finding some release here for these hips and back muscles. And then one more time, all the way up, fire log, forward fold, down, down. All right, hands on top of the shins. Okay, we're gonna bring the, I think it's the left hand down, yeah. Left hand down to the floor, right arm over your head and just lean into it. Open up, belly strong. Your head can look down, look up, just a nice big release. Nice. Okay, bring the hands down. On the cross from right here, sit up tall. Hands behind your thighs. Come up for the last boat pose, and then work your way down to your back. All the way in, knees to chest. Good, go ahead, left and right, rock it. And then feet to the floor. Okay, so we have to counter pose the handstand that we just did with a back bend. I don't want to do full wheel because I think that's too extreme from one extreme. They say, handstand is master pose and wheel pose is the master pose of back bend. So I want to do it in between. So let's go bridge. So heels down, feet pointed forward, shoulders down, activate your back muscles, lift up through your hips. If you want to reach your hands forward towards the heels, that's great. Maybe you want to lace, maybe you want to flip the palms up and really work on getting your shoulders down. Press into the feet to send the sternum to the chin. Do not pull the chin down, you keep the chin neutral. Lift, 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 fire up, stretch those back, or stretch the front body to strengthen that back body, knees together. Let's take 3 more breaths. Building a little bit of heat. Good, and then slowly lower it down. Just simply send the legs out. Don't bring the knees into the chest. Let the lower neutral back come back to that curvature. And then just let the feet kind of flop in and out. And let's go for a lateral stretch now. Heels over to the left corner, right ankle over the left ankle. This might be enough for today. Right hip down, or you can lift the arms over your head. Gentle pull of the right wrist with the left hand. Close your eyes. Fill up your whole body, all of that space that you created. Sigh out your exhales. Let go of all of that feist, that grit to go upside down. And then find yourself back in neutral. Feet come to center, arms come to center, maybe flip-flop the feet again. And then walk the feet over to the right corner of your mat. That might be enough. Keep the left hip down. Protect the SI joints by keeping the belly in, arms over your head. Right hand grips the left wrist, gentle pull to the right. And then big breath in. Feel that breath helping to really get into your fascia, that deep side, deep front line, and then the side lines of the body. It's almost like you can feel that webbing getting really healthy. The body loves this movement in all different directions. And then gentle release, find your way back through center, and then completing your way, ending your practice in Shavasana. Finding the summary of your practice here in the last few minutes as you bring your practice to a close for tonight. The act of practicing the presence, of being mindful of what is happening right now, energetically, psychologically, mentally, and emotionally. Feel the stress maybe or the excitement begin to evaporate that was built up during the class leading up to handstand. And begin to turn your attention instead to the breath and allow it to slow down as you draw more to an inward reflection as the witnesser of what is happening. Begin to feel and reap the many benefits that you received in handstand. And now feeling your blood pressure drop, your heart rate slowing, your immune system reactivating, your digestion improving, inflammation decreasing, and paying attention to the sensations from within. We enhanced our bodies with the physical movement of finding our way into an inversion, into power, into a different place. Now we're finding ourselves in the opposing direction. Being very satisfied in just finding the breath. Becoming even more still. Feeling with this even more stillness that even more clarity begins to emerge. Without taking anything away from your inversion or your aversions. Instead, just finding this place of stillness, equal importance and enjoyment. And in this stillness, maybe you find that clarity to see what you really need. Take a few more breaths here. Being aware now of this mindful energy that you're going to carry away with you, not racing anywhere, just taking a moment to organize yourself once again, making a choice of how you'd like to resubmerge into the world, what kind of energy you would like to present forward. You've experimented with very much both extremes during this class, and then finally in Shavasana, you rise up. And literally now, on your sides, gently rise up to seated. Very nice practice. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you learned something. Namaste.